Hey, this is Coffee Chug. What I want to do is show you one of the things I'll be using in 2015 to make my life more organized and streamlined. And so something that I bought here is a Moleskin, one of my favorite notebook companies of all time. And they have a whole line of notebooks that connect with Evernote, which is the backbone of all my existence. Um, but before I get into the smart stickers and using it with Evernote, what I want to do is just explain why I like this. I mean, a planner is nothing new. What I really like about this, I know it's probably hard for you to see on this, but they have each week of the year numbered. And so off here on the side for each month, I don't know if you can see that or not. Which maybe not be a big deal to you, but it's a huge deal to me, especially as I'm getting back into training. I know in 33 weeks is when my first half Ironman race is going to be. And so this really helped me as I was plotting and developing my training plan to get going. There's just a bunch of other little things in here, like time zone, which I think is incredibly helpful, weight conversions, things of that nature. But the beauty of this is here, in that you have each week on a page, a Monday through Sunday, and you have just a small amount of room to make just your key ideas. Then you've got these small ideas here. If you use the smart stickers, you can load it up and actually have these things appear in your Evernote account. What's nice is I can keep a running log of things over here. There's a note page, and you can see that I've already kind of gone through and started to piece some things in for 2015. But what I want to show you then that I've started developing is in here in the back is there's a bunch of notes in the back, and I was on Moleskin's website and I had printed off a bunch of these templates. They have some amazing templates that I never realized. And one of them was under the workshop category and had all these pages here that were labeled my favorite places, my favorite exercises, nights out, wines, films, songs, books, downloads, websites. And so I started cutting these out. And then I realized I don't really want to glue these all in because this notebook already has blank pages. So I basically just took the titles and I wrote them in here. So I'm going to be keeping a year-long log of some of my favorite things. So I have 2 pages for websites because I'm an online junkie. I added 2 pages for books because I read all the time. For me, I put one in for my favorite coffee. Keep track of coffee stations, locations, and types of coffee. I do have songs because music's important. I put places, and then films, and the rest are just blank that I'll develop over time. Most importantly, and I'll actually show you what I'm going to write in here, but I wanted to show you what I did was the one template, they had a New Year's resolution. And I know not everybody's big on New Year's resolutions. I know they fail and all that, but I really like this page here. So what I'm going to do is rubber cement this particular one right on the inside of my Evernote. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that, let it dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you what mine's going to look like, my New Year's resolutions. What I challenge and encourage you to do is you don't have to use an Evernote Moleskin. I think you'd be loving it if you actually used it and you actually use Evernote in your day-to-day life anyways, because the smart stickers are amazing. But come up with some goals and a plan. In order to do that, I'm going to share with you mine, and then I'm going to post it online for people to check out. So this is one of 2 things I'm doing this year to be better organized in 2015. And not just organized, but streamlined. If my life can't fit in this, then I know I'm doing too much and I need to go back to my default that I learned from Al Roker on the Today Show. And your default should be no, not yes. And so this is my challenge to myself to stay organized, look at it, and realize if some of these days are full, you've got to say no and you can't add more. One quick question people ask me all the time: well, don't you're a tech guy, you're an online nerd, don't you use social media and things of that nature? And yes, I have Google Calendar that I use religiously, and 90% of my life is on online calendar. However, in my job as an instructional coach, that whole calendar is saturated with school, with meetings and dates and being in the classroom. And my personal life doesn't tend to make it in there like it should, or it gets overshadowed. And so this is going to be more of my personal life, kind of, I guess, the things that are really, really important to being a human being, Not that education isn't, but I can use that on the Google Calendar and share that with teachers. But this is for me. This is my own kind of self-check. So I just wanted to clarify that I do have an online calendar accountability system, but I've found that it's overtaken my personal stuff, my goals, and my fitness things and things that I want to work on. And so this will allow me to have that better focus. And that's what I'm after. All right, guys, I'm going to let this glue go, and then I'll go back and give you a snapshot of what I filled in. And in the meantime, I would love to hear what you're doing for 2015 to streamline, organize your life, what notebooks you're using, what strategies and techniques. And I'd love to hear from you. So please respond. This is Coffee Jug, signing out, and I hope that you found this to be helpful. Have a great day.